Hi everyone. Now, if you are a researcher, I'm sure you have heard of the mixed methods research design, where you employ both qualitative and quantitative methodology to investigate the research problem through data collection. Now, is it as simple as it sounds? And what are the strengths, the advantages, the challenges of doing such a research? Now, here I will explain to you a type of a mixed method research design called the convergent parallel research design. And here is where I will explain to you using examples so that it's simple and easy for you to understand what are the circumstances in which you use such a design and what are the strengths, advantages, and challenges of doing so. So if you think about mixed method research design, the convergent parallel research design is actually an approach that is used in research to collect and analyze quantitative and qualitative data simultaneously and independently, and then integrate the findings to draw comprehensive conclusion. So the circumstances under which you use the convergent parallel research design, an example could be, let's say in education, that you want to investigate the impact of digital learning tools on student engagement and academic performance. Now, in this case, the quantitative component could be administering a survey to students, measuring engagement using a standardized engagement scale, and then analyzing their academic performance using test scores. A qualitative component could be conducting interviews or focus groups with students and teachers to gather insights into their experiences with digital tools. So how do you integrate it? You compare the statistical engagement levels and test scores with the themes from the interviews to determine how students' experiences align with their performance and engagement. Basically, you don't rely on any one method of data collection and findings. You integrate both. Another example that I could use probably in the area of environmental science is studying the public perception of climate change and its impact on behavior. So here, the quantitative component could be distributing a questionnaire measuring levels of concern about climate change and self-reported eco-friendly behavior, such as how often do you recycle. The qualitative component could be conducting in-depth interviews to explore participants' motivations, barriers, and attitudes towards adopting sustainable practices. So how do you integrate it? Well, you will combine the survey data with the interview findings to assess whether expressed concerns translate into actionable behavior and why. So what are the challenges of adopting such a research? Now the challenges or strengths or advantages and disadvantages, let's start talking about that. So the characteristics of such a research design involves simultaneous data collection where both quantitative and qualitative data are collected at the same time during the research process. So quantitative could be surveys, experiments, and qualitative could be interviews and observations. The two data sets are analyzed separately, of course, and you will use the respective methodologies. Quantitative data might involve statistical techniques, while qualitative data is analyzed through coding and thematic interpretation. The results from both analyses are compared and combined to identify areas of agreement, complementarity, or discrepancy. So it means that both data set could either provide the same finding or it could be contradictory. This synthesis provides a more robust understanding of the research question. And basically you assign equal weight to both methods. So in a typical convergent design, qualitative and quantitative methods are given equal priority unless the research question dictates otherwise. The advantages of using this is that it combines the strength of both qualitative and quantitative methods to address complex research questions. It also occurs concurrently, means it occurs simultaneously, saving time compared to sequential designs. And the convergence of data can actually validate findings, enhancing the reliability and credibility of results. So you can show to your research examiners or surveyors or people who read your research that you have not only relied on one method of data collection, you actually decided to answer the research question using multiple methods of data collection, and the findings either contribute towards your final result or it contradicts your hypothesis. So it could be either or, but it still shows the readers that you have adopted all methods available to you to investigate the problem thoroughly. You have not done a surface level of analysis or research or data collection. So what are the disadvantages? The disadvantages is that when you try to combine the findings from two different data types, as I told you, it is quite complex and it results could be contradictory. Another thing is that it requires expertise in both qualitative and quantitative methodologies and potentially more resources for concurrent data collection and analysis. So here often that's why a lot of supervisors discourage their students from adopting a mixed methods research, because they themselves don't have the expertise of both the types of data collection and analysis. But however, whether you choose a mixed method research design should completely be based on your research question, and it should be justifiable that you are using this to get an adequate understanding of the problem. Another problem with this is that it ensures both methods, qualitative and quantitative, are equally rigorous, and it can be challenging, especially when researchers are more skilled in one approach. The other problem is that when you gather a data set, both in qualitative and quantitative, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to analyze these results. And not only do you have to analyze it, you have to report the findings. You have to make sure that you show the reader, the examiner, that you have gone into the in-depth analysis of the problem. You have explored the variables in depth, and that is why it involves a lot of work. However, at the same time, you have to understand that using both also enables researchers to gain a more holistic understanding of the topic by combining the measurable patterns of quantitative and qualitative data. So quantitative data with the depth and context provided by qualitative data. So integration of the two data sets will definitely enhance the validity and the richness of the findings. So in my further videos and my future videos, I will take up more research designs which are used in mixed methods. There are multiple that you can use, and simply saying that I'm going to use mixed methods and not knowing the integrity of it, the integral parts of it, is not sufficient for you to decide to adopt that approach. So please watch out for my more videos, and like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you soon with my new videos. Bye for now.